Hello, my name is Headdie and welcome to my channel. Alright, so a few changes to the startup on this one. I hope everybody likes them. If not, feel free to comment. Okay, so today's video is the Tier 2 M41 Bulldog, and it is a mean bulldog as shown in this replay. Okay, so nothing too fancy this time on Coastal Threat for the 0.14 patch. So let's take a look at what happens. So as you can see, I am opting to take the northern route. This is a route often taken by main battle tanks, but as we are in a tier 3 game, there's not that many of them about, and not that many that actually know what they're doing. So one of the nice things about that is it makes things a little bit random as to what you encounter and where. So rolling up to the hill to the top at the back of the map, and there we go, there's our first target, and he pings harmlessly off our turret. So I answer back in kind, dealing a nice little spot of damage, which is all good. Okay, so at the moment what I'm doing is I'm ducking up and down this hill, getting shots off against the enemy tank, and at the same time trying to minimise the amount of damage that penetrates the fairly thin armour. Let's face it, this is a tier 2 light tank. Its job is not to stop bullets. My apologies for the quick camera change there. But what I'm doing here is just checking that the tank has come out of cover, dump a shot in it, which is quickly followed up by my ally in the M48 pattern. Alright, and there's our next target. This one is a same tier AFV, and rinse and repeat what I did before. Just try and minimise how much of the effective armour that they can shoot at, and quickly pop shots in, and let my ally in the 48 just finish them off where needed. Next target. Now this one's an interesting one because I have got a considerable advantage on him, and I'm able to just quite happily dump rounds into the back of that tank. So there we go. Another one down. No kills yet, but believe me, there was a lot of damage in this one. Okay, so I just stopped for a moment to type a message of encouragement to the team, just to explain that indeed aggressive play is rewarded in this game. Now, it can bite you in the backside if you're not careful, but well, there's a risk to everything. And let's face it, this is a computer game. Even if you are blown up, well, wait for the tank to come back in after the battle and start again. That's all it costs you. There's a few minutes maybe. So what I'm going to do now is I'm looking to assist with the cap. The enemy seem to be persistent in wanting to cap us out, which, given the volume of tanks, is not surprising, and I make my first real mistake here in that I end up shedding all my speed going over that hump and allow both of the main battle tanks to dump a shell in me, putting me critically low on damage. Alright, not the end of the world because they are distracted, and I am a sneaky little light tank who is quite happy to take advantage of that distraction and just dump round after round after round into the vulnerable sides of the tank. Now, perhaps a bit of a small mistake here, I am loading heat for most of this rather than AP, so a few of my shots are eaten by the tracks, which is not exactly unexpected, but all I'm doing, rocking backwards and forwards, taking on same tier and higher tier tanks, providing fire support and distraction, which gets them killed. So after a few more moments, that last tank will fall over, and sadly that is the end of the replay for this one, as the rest of it is me trying to catch up with the little scrap of a battle down in the south. So there you go, one for all the newer players out there. The M41 tier 2 light tank is pretty powerful. especially if you play it well like that and you get a nice early break with the AFVs you fight. Okay, so like I said in the chat in the game, aggressive play is rewarded, usually with success in Armoured Warfare. Alright, that's enough for me for today. Everybody take care, and I'll see you on the battlefield.